Hello investors and traders, and welcome to the weekly market report with the market guys. I'm AJ Monty. This is a one-year daily candle chart of the Russell 2000 index. That's ticker symbol RUT. And if you've been following along with the market guys reports, you'll know that each and every week I leave my lines on the chart from the previous report so you can see how accurate the technical analysis is and how the charts work as a risk management tool as well. As I zoom in, you'll see that my forecast was the markets would sell off early in the week and then later in the week rally, which was the exact opposite of what we had last week. So now that we have done just that, you can see that the price has moved right up to the 20-period moving average. And if you look down at the bottom of the chart, the stochastics oscillator is crossing with a buy signal right here, and the CCI, which is the commodity channel index, crossed with a buy signal on Wednesday and is continuing up, showing us that there's more upside momentum than there is downside selling pressure. So my forecast is going to be pretty simple. I believe that the Russell 2000 is going to continue to move higher, just like that. I think we will break out over this resistance high right here, and we will be on our way to test the resistance high from back in February. So that's my forecast. I think the stochastics will also continue to move higher, just like that, and I think the CCI will also move higher, eventually leading us to an overbought condition. So it's too early to tell what's going to happen after this has transpired with regard to the price action, but we take it 1 week at a time, and hopefully you're enjoying these reports. Now if I go to the diamonds, that's the ticker symbol here, DIA, for the Dow Jones Industrial Average ETF. Same thing, I said early on we would most likely move lower. We did that on Monday. We didn't come all the way down to support, but we did form a pivot point right here, which is giving us again an indication, like the Russell 2000, that the buyers are coming in. So I'm going to erase the lines from last week and then draw my forecast lines for next week. I'm going to have to condense the price axis here because I think we're going to actually break out of that resistance high from here back in February 25th, and it's also connected back here to November of last year. So this is a major resistance area that I think will be broken, and you can see down here on the volume is increasing on a green candle. Volume is a leading indicator that basically measures the momentum of the move. So if we see an uptick with a green candle on higher volume, that's telling us that the buyers are getting more motivated. And you can see the stochastics is just about to cross with a buy signal. The CCI is moving higher, showing upward momentum, and I think we're going to have a pretty good week next week. Now let's take a look at the spiders. Let's ticker symbol SPY. We did not sell off all the way to test support, and just like the other markets, we reversed our momentum to the upside. I'm going to erase all of the lines that I've drawn on the chart, and I'm going to redraw what I think we will see for next week. So again, this is the most recent resistance that we had from last week. I think we're going to go up through that and have a breakout. Again, all the momentum indicators are telling us that the buyers are getting more motivated, and again, like the diamonds, the S&P has an increase in volume to the upside. So I'm looking forward to this being a good week in the S&P 500 as well. Let's take a look at the Qs. QQQ, that's the tech sector. A lot of news on Apple. We pulled back on Monday, held the 20-period moving average as a support level. I think that will continue to maintain itself as an important support level, and therefore the pivot point is forming. I think the Qs are going to move right up to test resistance. There's a minor gap back here. You could hardly even see it, but there's a good chance that gap will be filled. Again, momentum indicators are shifting higher. The volume is also slightly higher on the Qs, and so right across the board, all of the major indices are showing more positive than negative. Finally, the VIX. This is a contrarian indicator that's inversely related to the S&P. I said that the VIX would move higher. We didn't move all the way to my target on the VIX, but as the VIX started moving higher early in the week, obviously the market sold off on Monday, and it looks as though the VIX is showing downward momentum here, and that's bullish for the market. If I erase my line from last week, I'm just going to continue in this downward direction, forecasting that the VIX will move lower to test that support level. When the big move is on the Dow, as I go back and look at ticker symbol BA, that's Boeing. And with all the negative news that's been out on Boeing, Boeing has managed to find a level of support after the gap was filled here. After gap's filled, there's an 80% chance the price will reverse. That's exactly what we're seeing. Now there's a gap above the market as well that I think will fill, and ultimately as Boeing goes higher, making its way to fill that gap, that could very well bring the Dow with it, because Boeing is a heavily weighted component of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, so chances are if Boeing is going up, the Dow will go up as well, as sort of a domino effect for the other stocks. If you'd like to learn more about what we do at The Market Guys, just go to themarketguys.com, click on the video tab right at the top, and you will find a video library that is loaded with what we call market shots. These are very short lessons on trading strategies, price patterns, and it'll help you get used to some of the language that I use on these weekly market reports, and it'll be very helpful for you. So that's it for now. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you soon. So long.
This video segment is a small part of what the Market Guys offer through their educational products and services. If you are interested in any of our Trade Alert services, or you would like more information about our one-on-one mentoring program, simply contact us at info@themarketguys.com.